Here are 7 ways to make a man miss your presence even when he acts like he doesn't care anymore. Let's be honest for a second. Some men don't move on because they suddenly became emotionally mature kings. They move on because nothing truly changed when you were there. You replied instantly. You explained yourself 10 different ways. You stayed emotionally available even when he was giving effort that barely deserved a thank you. Slowly, without realizing it, you stopped feeling exciting and started feeling guaranteed. And guaranteed attention never creates longing. Pay attention. People don't miss comfort that asked nothing from them. They miss energy that changed how they felt when it disappeared. Missing you begins the moment access to you is no longer automatic. Number 1, give space instead of chasing. This is where most women completely sabotage themselves without noticing. Pay attention to this. The moment a man pulls back slightly, texts slower, or feels emotionally distant, panic mode activates. Suddenly you double text, you check in, you ask if everything is okay. You try to fix the vibe like an emotional customer service representative. And just like that, attraction quietly dies. Unfortunately, nobody misses someone emotionally waiting outside their door 24 hours a day. When you stop hovering and explaining every feeling, something quietly begins to change. When you stop managing his attention like it's your responsibility, curiosity finally has room to breathe. Silence makes him think. Silence makes him wonder. Silence makes him notice your absence instead of relying on your presence. And trust me, confusion inside a man's mind works harder than any message you could ever send. Number 2, let your life visibly move forward. Pay attention. Nothing scratches a man's ego deeper than realizing your world didn't collapse without him. Not fake happiness posts, not forced glow-up energy, real movement, real growth, real momentum. When he checks your world and sees progress, laughter, new experiences, confidence expanding, something uncomfortable hits him. He realizes life kept moving and he might not be part of it anymore. People rarely miss someone sitting emotionally frozen, waiting for closure. They miss the person who kept evolving while they were busy figuring themselves out. Growth creates scarcity and scarcity creates value. Remember that. Third, stop reacting to attention bait. Pay attention. You already know this move. Sudden gym selfies, random emotional quotes, late night stories clearly designed to pull your attention back. And many women take the bait immediately like emotional fishermen jumping into the water themselves. Reply, validation delivered within seconds. But when your attention becomes predictable, it becomes cheap. The moment you don't react, something strange happens. Now he notices the silence. Now he wonders why the woman who always responded suddenly didn't. And that unanswered curiosity sits heavier than any argument ever could. Number 4, respond calmly, not emotionally hungry. When he finally reaches out again, this moment decides everything. Many women lose all composure in this situation. Excited paragraphs, instant replies, emotional relief leaking through every sentence, and boom, mystery gone again. Confidence feels relaxed. Calm replies, warm but grounded energy. You are glad to hear from him, but clearly not sitting at home refreshing notifications like your happiness depends on his message. You're not desperate for connection. You're choosing interaction, and that difference changes how he values your presence instantly. Number 5, let your world feel full without proving anything. This doesn't mean playing jealousy games or pretending you suddenly have $20. Admirers lined up outside. Men see through fake behavior faster than women think. Be careful with that. It simply means your life looks alive. Friends, plans, movement, energy, purpose. When a man senses your happiness doesn't rely on him showing up, something primal activates because now losing you feels possible. And people only start missing something when they realize access is no longer guaranteed forever. Number 6, create personal association. Small emotional details beat grand gestures every single time. A nickname only you used, a shared joke nobody else understands, A phrase connected only to your energy. These things stick. Every time he hears it again, your memory quietly walks back into the room without permission. That psychological association doing its job. You stop being just another woman he dated. Pay attention. You become a feeling connected to comfort, laughter, or emotional safety. And feelings are incredibly hard to replace. Number 7, leave emotional impact, not emotional exhaustion. The women men never forget are not the loudest, neediest, or most available ones. They are the ones who made life feel clearer, calmer, or more inspiring when they were around. If being with you felt peaceful instead of draining, motivating, instead of stressful, your absence becomes noticeable fast, because missing someone isn't about manipulation, tricks, or mind games. It happens when your presence added direction, confidence, and emotional balance to his life. And when you move like your life truly matters, people feel the silence the moment you're gone. And here is the part most people never say out loud. Missing you is not created by punishment or emotional gains. It happens when a man suddenly realizes the version of himself around you felt better than the version without you. When your presence brought calm instead of chaos, clarity instead of pressure, and fineness instead of insecurity, your absence becomes loud without you saying a single word. That is why chasing never works. Over-explaining never works. Trying to convince someone to value you only teaches them they don't have to. Real power begins when you stop performing for attention and start protecting your energy. When you focus on your growth, your peace, and your direction, something shifts naturally. He doesn't just remember you later, he feels your absence the moment your energy is no longer there.